Alright, so I just picked up this Columbian Vise. Unfortunately, it's seized and needs a little work. Let's get her going. Unfortunately, as you can tell, it's been neglected. And this particular one looks to have been made in the US. Unfortunately, I can't make out the model number. Maybe after a little bit of cleaning I could tell what it is. And the first thing I'm going to do is use some PB Blaster and see if I could loosen her up. And this is most definitely stuck, so I'm going to let it soak in PB Blaster overnight. So I've soaked all the metal to metal areas for a few days and it still hasn't freed up the stationary and sliding jaws, so time to take it apart a little further. So the main screw is held together with this collar, and it's held with a pointed set screw. I'm going to hit it with a bit of PB Blaster and let it soak for a few minutes. Okay, it's been a few minutes and now I'm going to remove the set screw. Alright, so it looks like there's a washer with ears on the outside, and now we could unscrew the main screw. Now I'm going to give it some taps with a 4-pound hammer, see if we could free it up. It's still a no-go, so I'm going to soak it in white vinegar to see if we can loosen up the two main parts. But first I'm going to use some wire wheels and wire cups to knock off the loose paint. It looks like the original paint was red and it was later painted gray. And like usual, don't forget to wear a face mask and eye protection. I just spent a few minutes trying to knock off as much of the loose paint as possible. And the cool thing is now I'm able to see the actual model number. It looks to be a 504-M2. Alright, let's give it a vinegar bath. Alright, and I just placed the vise in a 5-gallon bucket, and I'm going to fill it up with vinegar so it's just above where the two jaws meet. So I poured 3 gallons of the white vinegar into the bucket, and it appears that there is a little area right here where there still could potentially be metal to metal contact that's kind of rusted together. So what I'll do is I'll periodically flip it so that all the areas are covered by vinegar. So this is really interesting. I just removed the vise from the vinegar bath, and you could clearly see the line where the vinegar went up to. So after 5 days of soaking in vinegar and tapping with a 4-pound hammer, it finally freed up. Now I'm going to use some files and a wire wheel to clean things up a bit. So there are some high spots on the sliding jaw, so I'm just going to get a file to knock them down so that it runs smoothly. And the anvil area can use some work too, so I'm going to use a file to knock this area down too, just try to smooth it out as best as I can. Yeah, so the anvil area isn't this thick. It's actually recessed a bit, so I didn't want to take off too much meat, but I got a majority of the little nicks out. Some of the deeper ones are going to remain. Okay, fortunately the jaws are tight, and now it slides freely. Okay, and now I'm going to soak it in water and baking soda overnight to neutralize the vinegar. So on the right we have the baking soda water solution that it's been soaking in overnight, and in contrast on the left we have the pretty nasty vinegar water. Since this is a budget project, I'm going to be using existing paint and primer I have in the garage. The original paint looks like some sort of red, so I'm going to be using this. Looks like it's colonial red. The vise is now completely dried, so now I'm going to tape off the areas where I don't want paint. And more masking. Okay, now that we got the taping done, let's do some prep and begin painting. To prep it for paint, I'm just going to use a clean cloth and some acetone. And now I'm going to lay my first coat of primer. All right, time for a second coat. And remember to flip it and get the bottom areas. Two coats. The second coat of primer is now dry. Let's put the first coat of color on. Wow, that ended up being a lot brighter than I thought it was going to be. Let's see how it looks once it dries. I skipped filming the second coat of paint, and now I'm going to start the third. The paint has fully dried, and this is the shade we ended up with. Let's start removing the painter's tape. And just like the rest of the project, nothing fancy when it comes to the handle. So far I just removed all the paint, and then I'm just using a wire brush to kind of clean things up a bit. And while cleaning up the remaining pieces of vise, I noticed that the washer is a little bent. Let's christen the new anvil area. All right, now I'm going to put grease where there's a metal-to-metal contact. And now secure the collar with the set screw. And next I'm going to put some grease on the bottom rails. Not too much. You don't want it to attract too much dirt and debris. And then also don't forget to wash your hands. after applying the grease. And now it's time for the final step. We're going to put the two pieces together. Well, I'm very happy that I was able to revive an unused and seized vise. So, looking forward to using this unit for decades to come. If you like this video, please consider clicking like and becoming a subscriber. Thank you.